Damn, it didn't sell.
Let's see if that piques any interest.
Yeah. Kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I had like 9 divs and I went to go craft a wand and it just didn't hit. Like, that omen of light hit multiple times. It just never hit. It feels real bad. Alright. So the other issue we're having, so I'm noticing severe damage fall off is what I'm noticing. $35. Was that 30? I've had to invest so heavily into defense that damage has kind of become a thing. But I also made a change to the frost wall, so I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. I don't know how, if that one's going to do better or not. I'm hoping it does. The problem with this, dude, is like, man, the T15s with Delirium are so brutal in terms of like how they scale, especially with the abysses getting harder and harder and harder. It gets a little ridiculous in terms of difficulty. Little wild. So the strat is to actually run them in like tier 7, but so like you do this and you're like, oh look, 4 exalted orbs, yay. Like people are just selling them because people are trying to get rid of them. You see how he has like all these tier 7s that are unidentified? This is what we want. And those are for like those are for like abyss maps. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put these in the 7s because that's gonna be for a different style of map. The thing that's making it difficult, I should say, is the abysses are getting harder with every reward. That's the one that makes it get the abysses get harder with every reward, and the delirium. Those are the 2 things that are making it real rough. And then we also need, see how much they've gone up in price, bro. $48. Yeah. So I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on.
All right, your order is registered.
Oh, this map's been attempted, and this map's been attempted. Okay, cool. So we just need to actually run it. Never mind. Hold on. It'll be a good warm-up, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, deal. Yeah, it does. I'm thinking about changing to Rasha here pretty soon. The defensive stuff that it gives you, man, is pretty wild. Yeah, I was trying out something yesterday, dude, that my friend showed me. I got it written down on my notepad, man. It's fucking wild.
Can I help?
It's like Adamu or Amutu or something. Let's just the lineage gem. This one. Yeah. So you run this one with a scepter, and what I did was I ran this with a scepter, and you use minions that like you can get 5 of them, and then you put like, oh, your minions take damage, and then when like per second, and then they die. And so what happens is like you just gain 3 monster modifiers every single time. Like every time you'll gain 3 these abyssal modifiers every like, and they last I think like 8 seconds or something, like 8 or 10 seconds, but your minions die every like 3 or 4 seconds. So what happens is that you get like 6 to 9 abyssal buffs just on you consistently, and one of them is invulnerability, like you just can't die. And then the others are like really big damage. Well, then because of the spirit, now you can put on Archmage, and Archmage legitimately like doubles your damage, more than damage than like the focus could ever give you, like ever. So now you're actually able to like have Archmage and this with all the buffs that are happening from the abyssal modifiers, and the stats that you get are so beyond what a fucking focus could ever dream of giving you that it just becomes out of control stupid OP. So that's something I'm going to be working towards. My friend was allowing me to like try it out yesterday, and I was like, holy shit, this is stupid. I feel like this waystone drop chance is actually pretty low. I kind of want to do it again. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I need more time.
Speak.
Yeah. Wild Surge Incantation can be used with Spark. Wild Surge Incantation can be used in Mana Tempest. What do you think of Eldritch Battery? I think it's bait. I don't know about Delirium, bro. I think I'm gonna skip it. I don't want to die. We're already at 500% increased Waystone drop chance, so if I do this right, should be alright. Run Arbiter's Ignition as fits support element stars gives elemental Archon. Does it? Ooh. 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 Hold on, what?
What's new?
When you ignite an enemy. Really?
All right, your order is registered.
When you ignite an enemy, when inflicting an ailment with supported skill, remove that ailment from yourself. Sorry, not this one. What is it? Gain elemental Archon when you ignite an enemy. Do you ignite an enemy often with elemental storm? We're about to find out. That's the answer to that question. We're about to find out. There's there we go. Well, this will be interesting. Oh, it casted tool. Fuckers.
I can't do that yet.
But I think it's if you ignite an enemy with that spell, right? So you have to put it into a spell that, like, is going to do damage, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Oops. This. There. Okay, we're good. This is the vision, bro. This is the vision.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Have an order?
Yeah. The vision, bro. That's the vision. There's an irritating 20-second cooldown on Archon, though. True, but I also did not gain Archon one time throughout that entire thing, so, you know. Just something to think about. Mm.
I speak.
I don't think so. Immobilization is they can't move.
I know you lay down your weapons and talk it over.
Die forgotten. Not yet. I need more time. The rift opens wide. I can't do that yet. I need more time.
That's not good. I have to go up and wane off the enfeeble. So yeah, see, I haven't gotten the fire Archon one time so far.
I can't do that yet. I need more time.
Jesus Christ, the delirium, dude. I can't, man. Fucking Christ, the energy shield just never fucking wants to go up. Yeah, this is why you can't. Yeah, you just can't. Like, the scaling with delirium in tier 15 is just way too rough. It's way, 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 way too rough. Even, like, the biggest of boys are, like, not able to do it. It's, like, out of control, the scaling. It's really, really rough. So you don't want to do this. what you'd want to do is this. So the strat is to do this shit, dude. I can't even make it up, man. This is literally what you're supposed to do. You grab this and you put in until we're able to get enough divines to get the what's it called?
I'll post it right away.
So we're get enough divines to get the legendary abyss mod, which then when you complete that, you basically can just endlessly loop it. This is what we get to do. This apparently is numero uno currency farm.
You are just another stumbling corpse.
I don't know how to feel about a lot of things. I'm pretty frustrated with like how the direction of the game is set the way that it is with that. But it's not the only game that does it. Diablo 4 does it too. And the TLDR of it is you clear harder content, but you don't get better rewards. Like the most optimal thing is to do the content that's easier, because that gives you better stuff. It seems very awkward to me. I never quite understood why games do that. Diablo 4 does the exact same thing. The easiest content in the game, that's where you get all your stuff. You don't get the best stuff in the game from doing harder content. You get the best stuff in the game by doing the easiest content. It's really awkward. So the whole idea is make a speed farm build. And that's everything. And then with the speed farm build, now you're able to make the very powerful build. You can go do the powerful thing, but when you go do the powerful thing, the only reward that you get is the fact that you did the powerful thing.
I can't do that yet.
It's like a little note that says, congratulations, you did the powerful thing.
I need more time.
I am now in Fire Archon. So it looks like it might work on a boss, which is good because it's kind of the only time I need it, to be honest.
Didn't make us sweat.
Four hours, 215 down, just stacking rarity and rare monsters on the map. All in all, made 18 days a day, which is okay. It's not bad. Let's say, man.
I need more time.
Oh, dude. I have no words, man. Oh, I'm just playing like ass. Today is just not my day.
Go on.
Today is just not the day.
Yes.
How about Dominus Grass and Orb of Storm? I agree. Oh, Grimhaven hasn't been done yet. Okay. Nope. Damn. I mean, I don't know. It actually might be the best. Hold on.
Nothing you do, they remember.
Dude, like, damn, man. Holy hell. Dude, like, what in the shit is going on? What the fuck? God damn.
Not yet.
I slotted in some armor and it feels smoother, but also gives you imagination. I mean, like, yeah. I'm at 7k right now. And I feel like that's really the answer, dude, is Varasha just like adding in the armor.
I can't do that yet. I need more time.
Yeah, for real, man. And it's like, I'm fully capped.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I'm about to go Rasha here real soon. Like, I've reached that point in the end game where I don't really need damage, per se. But me dying is really becoming an issue. Like, if I'm not on top of my game, dude, just, like, trying to kind of chillax and farm. I can't chillax and farm, dude. I always got to be paying attention. That's what I've been hearing, dude. Like, everyone's really struggling for damage.
Let me teach you the power of the Eternals, Marrakech fiend. My love.
And crafting is trash. Yeah, dude, you know what I've noticed is that, like, have you guys been watching, like, videos of people playing this league? This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. I think this league is legitimately dying faster. Support skills cover based on elemental damage types instead of physical damage. What? What is this? Interesting. I feel like there's something there. Huh.
Can't do that yet.
Mana leech from supported skills recovers based on elemental damage types instead of physical damage. Oh. I feel like there's something there, dude. Anyway. I'm too tired. I don't care right now enough to look into it, but I feel like there's something there. For boss damage, you use shattering crystals on tree to reduce the wall life by 60% so it procs faster? Nah, I mean the damage of the sparks is blowing them up. Yeah, damage of the sparks is blowing them up just fine. It's a good delirium, to be honest.
All right, your order is registered.
You consider potential support gem with a node that grants power charges when consuming infusions. Yeah, but then what we would do with the power charges? That's the replacement for the Wildwood node? What, the one I just found? The support gem? Can't find any leech physical damage from anywhere, just physical attack damage. Oh. Well, never mind. Yeah, so now we have effectiveness and we have rarity. We need rarity. There we go. The gem is called Potential.
It's you.
Like a skill gem? Or a support gem? Hold on. Okay, it's not that. It means it has to be a skill gem. Nope. It's a lineage gem? It's a support gem called Potential. Where am I missing it? Am I stupid? I can't find it. It's definitely not a support gem, so I don't know. Filter on all gems? I mean, I did. All gems. Potential. It's not there. It doesn't exist. It's not. No, there's no recommended. It's all gems. Not recommended. It's not there. I don't know. Not sure if I want to give up Spellslinger when going on Vrashta. Yeah, for real. Like, I know about the power charge one, which is right here. I know about infusion of power. I'm aware of it. It's bugged. Spellslinger and minions is bugged with what? Doing what? Did it get removed? I don't know. Tell me, man. Minions won't respawn. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you put it on a scepter, dude, not a Spellslinger. You're fucking Reflect Knights. Is it worth it to try and craft the wand? Very much so. Otherwise, you're going to be spending multiple divs trying to craft it, or trying to get it. And by multiple, I mean like 50. Is removed in 0.4. Gotcha.
Let me teach you the power of the Eternals,
Yeah. That's the start. Man, there's just no currency dropping. Okay, look how deep I am in the delirium fog, and yet I don't know, man. Like, I'm still in delirium.
I need more time. I need more time. I can't do that.
Okay, now we're finally out of the delirium fog.
I need more time.
I don't know, man. It's, you know, you get the 100% rarity of items found in this area, plus the 100% rarity I have on my gear. And I just, where's the loot? And it's like, oh, it's in the abyss. Okay, how do I do that? Thank God, finally got a divine orb as soon as I say that. But you see, that was an abyss. That was an abyss. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where the loot is. It's in the abyss. You have to use the abyss thing that, like, when you clear an abyss, you have a 5% chance that some other map now becomes overran with abyss. And then what you do is you can regalia that shit from a tower if you wanted to. There's like tricks that you could do with it, but essentially you use like one and then you just rush there and that's where you get your currency. It's kind of gooberish, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder how much those are going. I bet you they're like 5 divs now. They're only 30 orbs of annulment. Okay, hold on. That's not terrible. What's the exchange ratio right now? It's for the orb of annulments. Oh, never mind. I take it all back. They're now 6 divine orbs. They're now 6 fucking divine orbs. This is like, dude, you want to talk about just fucking lock everybody out of any type of good farm? That's how you do it, man. The gap is fucking insanity.
I'll tend to soon if I can.
We're gonna get orbs of annulment. They just drop randomly. How much invested in this build so far? I don't know. Maybe like 80 divs, if even that. Maybe 60. Yeah. Not much. Oh man, that is just like. Man, if you were not, if you did not get on that train. You are shooting yourself in the foot. Tell you what. That is wild, man. Like, that's not the right Abyss node you should be running, but it's whatever. The Abyss map you want is something different, but I spent all of my currency yesterday trying to make a wand, and it fucking whiffed, and now I'm poor. How are you infusing most sparks? I'm still relying on Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb, baby. That's how I'm infusing my sparks.
I need more time.
Short fuse. It's a support gem.
I can't do that yet.
Come on, game. Just give me the legendary abyss tablet. That'd be great. It'd be good.
I need more time. Someday what is offered. I take what is earned.
I should be corrupting those, is what I should be doing. Excuse me, I gotta go abuse this crit shrine on the boss. These are everywhere. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Drop me stuff. Dude. Okay. Lame. Six divine orbs, man, for that. For that thing is wild.
Have you found more of what we...
That is crazy to me.
Hello. Let us hope Zesht now lies dormant. You did well. Collect more otherworldly remnants.
Bleh.
Not yet.
We'll just do this right here. Julian's at 30 now. All right. Very sad. I had like I had like 10 divines yesterday night, and then my friend was like, "Yo, how do you make that one?" I'm like, "This is how you make the one." And I lost everything.
What is it?
I omen lighted it 4 times, dude. It has a 50% chance it's gonna hit cast speed, and I did it 4 times. So imagine flipping a coin and being like, "All right, I need it to land on heads," and it lands on tails 4 times in a row. That's basically what happened. It was pretty rough. What Alice mechanics do you advise going forward? I did Delirium last time. That was before Abyss was a thing. Abyss is definitely the best. I had the same thing happen last like 7 times in a row. Yeah. Look at this video with only sparks. Look how many comments triggered. I literally don't care about comment because I have done the math for Comet, and I'm telling you it is less damage than Spark. I have done so much testing between the Comets and the Sparks, and I am telling you the Sparks do more DPS than the Comets. If you're doing it for aesthetic reasons, like it's just cool that there's comets dropping from the sky, then that's a different argument. But if we're talking about literal efficiency, the Sparks are just doing better. There we go. But what I'm okay, hold on a second. I'm saying is that cast on ailment on is broken right now. It's triggering insane. So imagine how many sparks you can trigger. It's triggering more than cast on critical. For cast on ailment, it might, because of how much like mixed damage we're doing. It could. I'd be willing to try it out. You can kind of look at the trigger rate. Oh my goodness. These delirium mirrors are getting old. Damn. Did the video look at shocking conduction 2 with Thunderstorm since it drenches enemies? Oh, you can't use Thunderstorm. We don't use Thunderstorm. See, now you're going into a totally different build. You're going into a totally different build. Like, that's the build this season is Thunderstorm is drenching enemies, and then you use the other thing. Like, I guess I could turn this into a Thunderstorm build, but then what we'd be using our infusions on, you know? At that point, what we'd be doing is doing elemental equilibrium to just pick up these cold infusions, which are turned into fire infusions, so that we could just drop fire infused comets continuously. That would be the name of the game. which I'm not exactly against. Let's try out, to be honest.
I can't see that yet. Can't see that yet.
If it is proccing, well, I can't look at the video because you put a link. You'd have to put the link in the Discord. That's the first thing. I'm definitely, you know what? I am gonna try Thunderstorm. I was looking at the combination of it, and I was just like, dude, this is like way too busted. The drenched with the triggers on the, it's just stupid. So you do Thunderstorm with cast on ailment comet. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Like 7 million? I feel like we could make that so much better. Okay. That's for something else. Alright, we got limited time. So Thunderstorm is an ability. Thunderstorm is an ability that I've been interested about for a bit. I don't know about its damage potential. But I know the support gems are the things that are dealing most of the damage. lightning strikes and so conjure a thunderstorm, deals lightning strikes torrential rain in an area. Enemies in an area are drenched, causing them to become shocked. Okay. And then we run all the support gems in them. The limit is 1 thunderstorm, but because of multiplying squalls, we can actually have 3 of them. Alright.
Oh, it's you.
How much are the 20s now? They're still extremely expensive. Don't even try.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Need a lot of strength to pull this one off. You need shock conduction too for it to work on itself, or another skill, correct? So thunderstorm drenches the enemies. It'll work on itself. It's fine for it to work on itself. But I need 80 strength. It's a lot of strength. It's a lot of strength.
A new realm of power.
But it might be worth it. Okay. Alright, so, Thunderstorm. Now, what would we put this over? We would definitely put this over Frost Wall. That's for sure. And then we need to Perfect Ruler's Orbit. That down there. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, in terms of the support gems that you need to put into it, let me go ahead and buy those. I don't need that many. Jeez, you guys are killing me. There you go.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Okay, so when it comes to Thunderstorm, if I remember correctly, the first one is Shock Conduction. The other one is going to be Coursing Current, if I remember. There's like a post in Sork Discord that was talking about its stupidity with a bunch of combinations. There it is. Yeah, so Coursing Current. And then Static Shocks. And then Electromagnetism, which is something I do have already. So then we'll put this on that. How long does it last? Storm duration is 12 seconds, is that what it says? Storm duration is 4.35 seconds. Which is not very long, which means prolonged duration is something we want. Or we could do magnified area. That's another one. Does not last very long, though. I'm very interested. Can Yeah, every 0.5 seconds, that's fine. It doesn't matter because they become drenched, and because they become drenched, they do that, and it works. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So coursing current does big damage. Can be used on cast on critical. Well, you don't want that. There's a reason. We have an idea that we're doing. We don't want that. My question is like, why in the hell is it doing as much damage as it's doing? Like, if you look at Sparks damage, this Thunderstorm in combination with everything is doing so much ridiculous damage. Look, Coursing Current is doing this, but it's chaining. Static Shocks is doing this, and it just pulses. This is doing this. Like, the total damage of this ability is fucking insanity. But I do think that the best thing on it isn't that... I think it's prolonged duration. I think prolonged duration is the way you want to go on this thing. Yeah, now it... What's your build on Oracle? Really struggling with Spark. Okay, so now what we do is we might have to liquidate, but we'll see.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Now we do cast on elemental ailment. Okay. Then we need a perfect jeweler's orb. And then we need to quality it. As well as quality the storm. What's quality the storm do? Drenched enemies for more freeze that, 10 more chance. Oh my god, it's insanity. Okay, now we go here. Okay, and instead of Spark, now what we're going to do is we're going to go Skills, and we're going to go to Comet. Put that there. Nope, that's not what I want. Why don't I have... What? Okay, hold on. There we go. We're good. Okay, so that's good. We got Comet. From here, what do we want on the Comet? We're gonna want Spell Cascade for sure, because, well, so I don't know about that. Like, Spell Cascade's cool, but the problem is that consuming 3 infusions to pull that one off. You know what I'm saying? Like, the comets are coming down, it's casting 3 of them, yes, but they're doing 30% less damage, and when you're doing it, it's causing them to consume the infusions really, really fast. I don't know if that's the play or not, even though we will be running Elemental Equilibrium. Because with Elemental Equilibrium, if I'm correct, let me go ahead and check this real quick. And we're going to need this. So we need to refund 2 points. Somewhere on this board of whatever, we need to refund 2 points. Is Castanet best in Cascade? I don't know. Does order of supports matter in PoE2? Not order of supports, but order of gems, yes. Okay, so we can do this. We don't need branching bolts.
What is it?
A new realm of power.
We don't need branching bolts. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, the idea is that with Elemental Equilibrium, now I'm getting fire infused. Okay. That might be enough, honestly. Just like to... I think with Spell Cascade, it's actually going to be kind of sick. So let's go ahead and try Spell Cascade. What other ones do we want in for Comet? I'm going to go Magnified Area because I'm that guy. Obviously, we want Pinpoint Critical. And then Rising Tempest. You put Living Lightning. Wait, is it? You put Living Bomb plus Comet and it will sustain itself. Oh. So you put both into Cast on Ailment. Living Bomb and it will sustain itself. But it won't sustain itself with Spell Cascade. It'll sustain itself with So we don't run Spell Cascade. We run the other thingamabob. Which means we don't run Elemental Equilibrium.
Speak.
A step closer to legend.
We still are gonna run that though, that's for sure. It's gonna cost a lot of mana. Okay, so then we just take out Magnified Area. We run Efficiency. Or Zenith 2. I can't run Zenith 2, unfortunately. I don't have enough spirit. So we'll go with Efficiency. It will cost a lot of mana when it does go off, that's for sure. We did try Spell Totems. It was not worth it. And then Living Bomb. That was the other thing we were going for. Doesn't have a very fast cast times. Or it has a very fast cast time, I should say. So it should build pretty quick. So the idea is... Can I show you my build of it on Cast on Ailment? I mean, that's what I'm doing. Cast on Ailment onto Ailment. And then I'm doing Thunderstorm with causing everything to get drenched. And then because of the cold infusions that we're getting from the Frost Bomb, we can manually just cast the Sparks pretty well. On top of the... It's a pretty interesting thing. You can absolutely show me a build. You can just put it in the link. We'll see what it is. So we'll just run this. I just want to get a feeling for like how it feels.
A place where only the strong persist. I can't do that yet.
I think you need to run Overabundance and the Storm. So the problem with the Storm is that you have to cast it all the time. It's like these two need to be swapped. Alright, well, let's see what we can do against Boss Boy here. Alright, so I'm gonna die. Give it more attempts. So I'm gonna wait for him. Trying to get the exposure on him, but he's being kind of a pain in the ass. Oops, god damn it. Yeah, I don't know. It's too awkward, man. There's just too much of a setup to this shit. The Thunderstorm just ain't it, man. I just don't like the Thunderstorm. I don't like it. Let me see something. Alright, this is what you're running. I did just 7, so that's 7, prepared. So you're running power charges. Interesting. Okay. I'm doing alright. Okay, basically same board. Okay. Heart of the Well. Says to refund half of the energy spent. Skill factoration. Manage success. It's extra cold damage. Okay. Rising Tempest, Prolonged Duration, Lightning Mastery, and Elemental Storm, Control Destruction. You're making Elemental Storm actually try to do damage, and Elemental Storm, I don't know. Elemental Storm doesn't do damage. Okay, bound. Oh, so you got Boundless Energy, and you got Energy Retention. Okay, so you're making them try to drop really, really fast. Frostbomb, Spark, Elemental Weakness, Mana, Firestorm. That's interesting. So they originate, but they move with you. Firestorm, huh? Consume all power charges to master the elements. Gaining elemental damage and the ability to apply elemental elements with other damage types can only be used while you have maximum power charges. The fuck is this thing? Pinnacle of Power. That's why you're using it. The Adonya's Ego Siphoning Wand gives you level 20 Pinnacle of Power. So you're not using Sigil of Power, you're using Pinnacle of Power. It doesn't really matter. It's in weapon set 2, right? cheaper than a good wand. Well, you could just put it on weapon set 2 and you don't really care. Nah, it'll be your weapon set 2, dude. Because what happens is you put it on weapon set 2. Why use that when there's Rakiata's Flow? Because Rakiata's Flow only works for 1-button builds. Sorks are not 1-button builds. Okay, I need to go look up what Pinnacle of Power. I need to like actually see it. So you can get it to +4 to all spells with maximum blah 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 blah. The question is that when you use this, thank you. Okay, buff is 5 seconds per power charge consumed. 15% more elemental damage per power charge consumed. But you can get like 5 power charges. Buff causes all elemental damage to contribute to flammability, ignite, shock, and freeze buildup. And you can get 2% more element. That's 17% times like 5. What the fuck? Consume all power charges. Nah, I mean... The thing is that Pinnacle of Power is an ability that you can just put on weapon set 2. Buff doesn't snapshot. You're meaning I have to keep this wand? So this wand has to be on my first. It doesn't snapshot. So if I put it on my secondary, on my weapon set 2... So like if I put Pinnacle of Power on weapon set 2... and consume all the power charges for Pinnacle of Power and swap to my first weapon set because Pinnacle of Power, the skill, will be used on weapon set 2, which will be Adonio's Ego Siphoning Wand, which doesn't matter because that's just the way it works. Yeah, like it's the same with Sigil of Power. It doesn't matter. Like you can only use it there. But Sigil of Power like prolongs. So when I consume everything with Pinnacle of Power, it should carry over. It shouldn't matter what level this is. I mean, we can test for, like, the cheapest amount of cheapest ever. Also, the all... -10 to all resistances per power charge. That's only when the wand's on me. Okay, we're gonna go find out. We're gonna go test this real quick. Because I gotta go here in, like, 20 minutes, so... +1 power charge is important. Hold on. Oh, this one. That's fine, we can get that. Firestorm, weapon set 2, consume infusions and generate power charges. Cast Spark, weapon set 1 only, and activate the buff. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'll post it right away. What's new? Sure thing.
Okay. So the idea here... You don't need elemental equilibrium, which is super sick, but we will need to get the power charges thing. So now we have Pinnacle of Power. Okay. And then based on the ninja here... Pinnacle of Power is just running prolonged duration and heightened charges. Buff duration per power charge. Okay, now what we need to do Main hand instead of one focus, then you can have both at the same time. You could, yes.
Inspiring.
But I'm not using the wand in my main hand because this thing gives me way too many negative resistances. It's like fucking bad. I don't know how else to put it. It's like you do not want that. Okay. So in order to get here, it's going to require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So let me take a look at your tree here, dude. Damn, you don't go for the recover or any of this shit at all. You said fuck that.
A step closer to legend.
Nor do you grab any of the pure power. But you are grabbing fucking Archon? Okay, that one I gotta disagree with. We've done so much testing on Archon, and like Archon's decent against a boss, but that's about it. I'd rather much use those 4 points to give me like more energy shield or something. There's a way if you have 150% resistances, but on the current set, the wand is activated on both sets. It's activated on both sets, so like it snapshots it per power charge. You know, let's just do the cheapest fucking. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. I don't even know where you're getting your energy shield from, bro. Like, where the fuck is your energy shield? It's wild. Then you're gonna need Firestorm. Man, do I even have time to set all this shit up before I leave? I don't. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this later tomorrow. I don't have time for this. I gotta get going and get ready for work and shit. I mean, it doesn't do the infusions stuff either. It does 4 points saved, I guess. And he goes down here and he grabs this stuff. Hold on, what's down here? You're getting a lot. Oh, okay, that's maximum power charges again. So you're getting 1 to maximum power charges here. 2 here. So that's 3. Then 1 from the wand. That's 4. Then another 1. That's 5. So you can get 5 power charges. Seven. 7 times 17 is a lot of damage. That is a lot of stupid. You're also not going for this, which is wild. Okay. Then you're going for collecting, or going for the remnants when you collect a remnant. That I can agree with. I can understand, especially for bosses. That's pretty nice. You're not going for mana on kill, which makes sense. I don't think we need this anymore with mana remnants. You don't grab these 2 or this one. Instead, you connect this way and you go up this way for your cast speed. Two, 3, 4. That's like 5, 6 points. Then you have these 3. You have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. I can see why you're doing that. Okay. That's what I'm doing, is using Arbiter's Ignition. Exactly. I'm using Arbiter's Ignition. Especially with fire-infused comets. It's way better. That way you can save these 4 points and you can put them into like energy shield or something. Okay, there's ways to improve this, but I gotta go on. I gotta go to work. So Thank you for the stream. We'll do this. I am very interested in getting this up and running. So we'll see what happens.